Hey everybody, we're dropping frames as usual. Don't even need to mention that, really. But Scream King, what's up? Fake Eclipse, how y'all doing? See John as well. Hey there. What's up? Yes, let's do it in that Russian, right? I'll have every idea what they're saying. Well, that nobody except you would be able to read. Yeah, probably. Oh look, it stopped lagging. Only got 1,000 frames. That's not too bad. Stanley Parable. That's what we're playing today, boys and girls. Not too much, just relaxing. Cool. I'm doing fine. Doing fine. And look, Tay's here too. What's up? So yeah, guys, this is the Stanley Parable, or the Stanley Parable if you want to be cool. Now you can pick no subtitles if you're a pleb. Or you can pick any of these languages. I don't speak any of them outside of English and partially Espanol, but not enough to read the subtitles, really, probably. So, habla inglés. Have you played it before? Have I played it? No. Have I seen it? Yes. But that was nearly a decade ago, and I remember exceptionally little. Okay, please adjust the slider until the computer is verily visible. Barely visible, yeah. It should probably be a little brighter just because, YouTube encoding. Let me adjust it until I can barely see it on the YouTube encoded version. Let me pull up the stream here. Let's see. That's probably good. Visible. Latest word, guys. Visible. Add it to the list. This will probably do. Barely, yeah. Please enter the current time. That would be a 10:07. It's going to turn to 10:08 the moment I say yes, isn't it? Yeah, I'll wait till for it to turn 10:08 and then accept it. Oh, gee, Tay. Sorry to hear that. Things get better. They always do. Dan is farming Moo Moo Milks on Route 12. Okay. Yeah, it gives you Thief pretty early, and you can catch Love Disc with an old rod and encounter Mill Tanks early, too. Right. Good thinking. You can catch... Wait. You're telling me you can catch Love Disc with an old rod? That's interesting. This is the longest 60 seconds of my life. I should have just made it 7. Just my luck. There, boom. Accessibility settings can be accessed from the main menu, yes. So yeah, the Stanley Parable originally came out 2013 to much acclaim. Everybody talking about Stanley Parable when it happened. I myself watched the occasional playthrough of it, mostly from PewDiePie and the likes. Let me know how the audio mixing is, guys. If I need to up the audio a tiny bit, I can do that. Listen to them talk, jeez. Love this 50% chance of a heart scale. Yes, indeed. And Miltex always hold Moo Milk, so, yeah. Just grind the heck out of both of those things. If there is audio right now you don't hear much, okay, let me crank it up a little bit then. I have no idea how the mixing is going to end up sounding, but, I've been doing this for a few minutes and only have one. Yes, emulation speed up is nice. Yeah, this is a new thing here, so I didn't know what the audio mixing should sound like. This will probably be fine. If I need to adjust it again, I can. Thankfully, this isn't the kind of game where it keeps your mouse, like, locked in, for the most part. And if it is, I can just window key out. Like, can you guys hear it, like, at all? Okay, you can? Good. Seems better now. Alright. Yeah, so let's just... The end is never the end. It's never ogre.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Stanley Hudson.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders
What
came
did the
to him
buttons
through
do?
a
Nobody
monitor on
knows.
his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order.
How is he going to count the milliseconds in his head?
427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job.
And then he died at the age of 90. His Twitter account was used to promote NFTs.
And then one
Rip.
day, something very peculiar happened.
He
Something
found
that
out he
would
was
forever
part of a
change
video
Stanley.
game.
Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions.
So then
call
he
a
went to
meeting,
Human
or even
Resources.
say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
This is where the fun begins. Just let me adjust the audio slightly. Maybe that would be wise. Just Now we can do whatever the frick we want. Ooh, Stanley's a little slidey. Got some papers here. Papers, please. Our computer. Can't do anything with that. I can touch the buttons on the phone, though. Here's my chair. I can step on it and it makes a noise. Or more so I phase through it, I guess. Locked. What about you, 428?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go
Was
to
it
the
Saturday?
meeting room. Perhaps
Maybe we should
he
check
had
the
simply
calendar.
missed a memo.
I think Garfield sits at this desk. I hate Mondays.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Everyone's got a different joke mug. This guy doesn't have anything but a pencil sharpener. He just sits here sharpening pencils all day, I guess. Also, he's got a lamp. This person's...
Stanley
Whoa.
went around touching every little thing in the office, but
You
it
know.
didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Don't tell me what to do, narrator. I know that's your entire job, but stop it. I just like work. I like work. I just hate my boss. Yeah. What's the other one say? Smile? And this one says, of course, number one, dad. Valentine. Ah, 420. This is the room we need. Or not. The narrator is beyond the fourth wall. Touching every little thing in the office. Oh gosh. No. Not like that. Oh, good. Choices.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Here's where you're playing tricks on me there, narrator. Here's one of the only other things I can remember about this frickin' game. Let's play along for now. We've got all the time in the world to screw around with this. Let's just see what the intended path is. A lot of rooms in this place. Tips for not getting fired.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
And yet
Stanley
there is
decided
coffee
to
in
go
that
up
mug.
to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Trying to swallow the cookies at the center of the table hole. If only. Using slides to assure employees that everything's okay. What is hot? And how much does hot weigh? Insert the music right there. Violet James, you're fired. Who the heck is Violet James? Or is it Violet and James? They got fired for writing whatever that is. Happy feelings? Graphs about things and money? Space between the teenagers. I'm sure one of the endings involves a button. I'm pretty dang sure. Broom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here.
Well, not nothing.
so
There's
he
duct
turned
tape.
around
My
and
Fallout
got
4
back on
senses are
track.
tingling, and I need to grab it. There's a broom, a really low poly one at that, mind you, but...
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow. Just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
You know, sometimes you just gotta sit and look around. You never know.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his
Going down,
boss's
just
office.
kidding. Ooh, snazzy. I think I've seen a building look just like this in Fallout 4. And I keep mentioning Fallout 4, but... yeah, I gotta get the wrench. A little bit of steel there. I'm the receptionist now, boy. The beige pages. The beige page. Yeah, I think this is the building where Chris Hansen works. This is his new business he just started, a task force dedicated to this kind of thing. Hello, Mr. Burns?
Stepping into his manager's office,
The doors
Stanley
seem to
was once
close
again
on their
stunned
own.
to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked,
Not even a fire.
unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being
That's a
held
lot
from
of
him?
wine.
What he could not have known
Or
was
Shanti.
that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss
What's in his
had
bag?
assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845.
Thank goodness I can hear
But
him.
of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
And yet, I'm gonna do it anyway. Where is it? It's behind the desk, right? Oh, here it is. 2, 8, 4, 5. Suck it, narrator.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped
No,
into
it's
the
because
newly
we're
opened
possessing Stanley and
passageway.
controlling his actions, but he doesn't know that. Release the hounds. That's what he's gonna say when he finds out we went to a secret passageway. Link Plus. Link Plus? GMM joke, maybe? There's a ton of chat-outs from Route 12. Good old chat-out. I want to use one of those in a playthrough at some point. That don't look good. I'm gonna not go down there. It is so dark, I can't see! Maybe I can adjust it. Hold on. A general? Nah, it doesn't work. Fine. I'll deal with it. This is pitch black. Maybe I do have to go down the elevator. Or maybe it'll kill me. So many choices. A little bit of direction here would be nice. Okay, something just happened. Yeah, how does one play in the dark? You got me. Oh, okay. I'm back. Did you see that? Like, it becomes like pitch black if I go around this corner. Like, total darkness. The only real option is to go down the elevator. Down the elevator it is. Oh, I thought it was just a hole. I'm stupid. It's not my fault. It's too dark.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years...
Well, because now he's alone and he's just walking around and there's nobody to,
go unanswered,
deter his focus. Whew! Alright, Stanley, we're about to unravel. Oh! Government conspiracy, man. Oh gosh, this is what all the conspiracy theorists were talking about. It's, what did they call that mind control stuff that they did? Oh shoot. MK Ultra? MK Ultra. It's MK Ultra, baby. The big light bulb button. Go, big light bulb button.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What
Television.
horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Well, we'll find out. This is how Chris Hansen operates. He's planning to brainwash everybody into taking a seat right over there. 5G. Did people try to say 5G was mind control? That's a new one. But I mean, I guess it's not too surprising. But
now the monitors jumped to life.
Fire!
Their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building. Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen.
I mean, that's what's happening right now.
One of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Oh my. There are upwards of 600 exactly. Oh, yo! The Shape? Now going by Samurai Gaming? Epic, how you doing? Why do they have just these big flashy buttons to conveniently give us what we need here? I think I have, even though there were some others that were more common. You know, like it causing certain medical afflictions.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
He is now.
Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No.
No!
He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was
Never!
unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Så vad är du då? Am I moving? No. Okay.
But
I am
there
moving,
was
good.
Proof. the heart of the operation. Controls
Ah.
labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored
Offline.
and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink
I bet
in,
these have an Easter egg.
Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human
Mere
life. For
government
he
puppet.
would dismantle the controls once and for
Government.
all.
I like that. Simon Says. Or just Simon. One of these has to reactivate it. Have I been? Perfectly fine. Doing pretty good. I hope you've been well. What do we have here? Okay, it's just a weird red circle where people probably fight to the death or something. We still dropping frames. Is your internet bad? We have not dropped any since, so I guess it's just your internet, huh? What the heck is this? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Fair enough. Mind controls idle.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew
The
it was
room's
his duty,
power.
his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
We don't even know what they're using it for. We don't know anything. Alright, power on! No. Power off, Einstein. Clearly, that's what I was supposed to do. You have an extreme disdain for memes or just gibberish words that sound like something else, not even a native English speaker. I think I can understand that. Oh look,
Blackness
it's Moo Cookie. Hey,
and
Moo
a
Cookie.
rising chill of uncertainty.
I just finished crying your eyes out because of One
Was
Piece.
it over?
Fair enough. Was it over? Nope.
Yes.
I mean, yes.
He had won. He had defeated the machine.
Woo! It wasn't much of a fight, but we
Unshackled
did it.
himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved.
How many puzzles?
Where had his co-workers gone?
I know,
How had he
right?
been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this
It's a
strange
Windows
building
background.
hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go.
What a beautiful game.
No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his.
This is like how Portal
was
ended,
all
except
he
we're probably not
needed
going to
to
get
know.
dragged back in by
It was
force.
perhaps the only thing worth knowing.
Oh, it looks so beautiful.
Stanley stepped through the open door.
Or did he? Nah, he did.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation.
This is obviously the
immense
easy ending.
possibility
This
of a
is
new
the...
path before him.
You just listen to everything he
This was
says and you get
exactly
this
the way,
ending.
Right now, that things were meant to happen.
But that's not
And
satisfying.
Stanley was happy.
See? And that's the game, everybody. Thanks so much for watching. I guess we'll be talking about what we play next now, won't we? You get an achievement for getting an achievement. I know you guys can't see that, but I just did. But wait! Plot twist! There was more. Yeah, of course there was. Such a thing was inevitable.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What
This
if
is
a
more like
crucial
it.
outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go anywhere except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait.
Exactly.
Nothing
Exactly.
will hurt me.
We wait.
Nothing will break me. In here, I can be happy.
I have had
forever.
one-stream games before, but this
I
ain't
will
one
be
of them,
happy.
probably. I mean, maybe it is. I
Stanley
don't know.
waited. Hours passed, then days.
I don't know how
Had
much of this I'm
years
gonna
gone
do.
by, he no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come.
That's right, Stanley.
Eventually, someday, they would arrive.
I mean, yeah,
Soon,
if you
very
sit in
soon
one
now,
place
this
long
will
enough,
end.
eventually
He will be
everyone will
spoken
come
to.
past you.
He will be told what to do. Now it's just
Yeah,
a
25
little bit
minutes. That's a
closer.
world record.
Now
It's a
it's
speed
even
run.
closer. Here it comes.
Hey, there it is. Well, I didn't even get an achievement for that one. Alright, fine.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement?
Maybe.
Click a
Don't
door
judge
5
me.
times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth?
You
No.
gave me one for just getting an
I can't
achievement.
just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times.
I can do
I would
that.
say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
Very well. Let me just,
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes,
Ah!
50 clicks.
Ah!
I'm
Ah!
I want this
Just
achievement
keep
to have meant
clicking!
something. It has to be a true reward.
I'm
for
trying
valuable
it!
effort. I want to see some hustles.
I'm hustling!
I
You
want to
can't see my
commitment,
finger right
a
now.
willingness to go all the way, no
That
matter
box
what
is
the
clipping
cost.
out of reality
Why
down
don't you
there.
Go put 20 clicks into door number 417.
I don't even know where the frick that is.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
Where's 437? Does that even exist? Oh, here it is.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
Uh-huh. You can play with Skybows. You've been in another one yesterday, and the Pokemon you had in front was a Gyarados, and yet Farfetch'd that can learn Fly can't participate in the Sky Battles. Yeah, it's not about if they can learn Fly. It's as if they're actually levitating, you know, in the battle, which is stupid. Yeah, this will be a fun ending to get. Okay, 415. Here we go.
Now, back to door number 437.
Whatever you say, God.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine?
The copy machine. We have a copy machine? Oh, there it
All
is.
right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting
I'm
somewhere.
really feeling it.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
Okay, 418, 419. How do I do that? I'm trying. Ah, I almost made it. Huh. Come on. Yes!
This is great. You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
Yes, master.
We've almost got it. Now the copy machine, do that one again.
Going. There's an achievement for not playing the game for 5 years. Anyone who bought it in 2013 has it by now, probably.
Finish it off, Stanley. 5 clicks on door 430.
And bam!
Yes!
Yes!
Oh, wow. That felt amazing.
I wish you could see that
You earned
achievement.
it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago, you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks. Really?
I really don't understand why that's so
What
hard
were
to
you
believe.
thinking?
Is he? Yeah, Tay probably. I wouldn't put it past him. Do 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 do.
When Stanley
Stanley
came
went
to a set
to
of
the
two
door
open
on the
doors,
right.
this
You
was
can't
not the
tell
correct way
me
to the
any what
meeting
to do.
room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Now I'm gonna do the opposite of what he tells me to do. That's the ending I'm going for next. Yeah,
Yes, truly a room worth admiring.
I will take
It
one
had
of
really
these.
been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
It is beautiful. I
Stanley
like it.
simply stood here,
Who leaves their mug on the
drinking it all
ground?
in.
Also, that is a very awkward place to have a coffee machine. You gotta kind of crouch down to get your coffee.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Yeah, he's got a thing for clicking and achievement hunting. Totally.
At this point,
Look at the textures.
Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality.
How dare you insult Stanley
It's
like that?
possible that this is why
The
everyone
clock's
left.
not right. It's close, but it's not exactly there.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue. But when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
I want to know what it is. I'm gonna wait for it. Someone left their notepad. Let feng shui enthusiasts decorate your rooms. Why not? Yeah, now that would be an achievement. Although I'm not sure how often he does do that, but I can wait just as long as you, narrator. Nah, he might not have anything else to say. I don't think the game's trying to send me any more messages. I will wait 60 more seconds. Yeah, that's true. The short table is nice for that, but it should have some cushions right here. Just pull them off these chairs. Why can't I get a cold drinks? $1.25, man. So I've tried jumping, but it seems that Stanley either can't jump or I don't know what the button is for that. You see, Stanley didn't play high school basketball. He can't jump. If you open cheat engine with the game open, something funny happens. Ah. Cool. I think I might have cheat engine lying around, but... Alright, let's go.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Nah. Haha, he tricked us. He wanted us to go here. Maybe.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I know, right? Again, John, being late to the stream is really not like being late for school or work because there are no consequences to being late for the stream. I ain't gonna fire ya. Well, I could obviously walk off here and die, but I think I'll be fine.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Oh yeah,
I'm not sure
given
I
how this
really
day
am.
started, we really did.
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is...
I didn't
that
come
the
here to
story
help
has
you,
been about
you know,
nothing but
become
you
aroused.
all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
Oh.
Please, Stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
For her? Oh gosh. What was that? If I could jump, I could get down there. Actually, I don't think I mean, maybe I could, but...
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Are there any endings I remember from watching Let's Plays? Not really. I'm trying to think of some. None are coming to mind. I'd probably remember some of them if I saw them, but I think there was one where it's like a mannequin or something. Maybe, but I have no idea in what context. Oh yeah, it's a British accent. 100%. Ha! Answer the phone, Stanley.
You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
This one? Oh, is it this one? I have no idea. You know what? Let's go. Yes? Is this going to?
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting.
My
I just
waifu.
got the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your
Whoa! Ho, ho!
Gotcha.
Ha!
Oh,
Ah!
come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife?
I
Who would
did.
commit their life to you?
Oh, that's where the
I'm trying to
mannequin
make a
is.
point here,
Shoot, I
Stanley.
did remember this
Trying to
one.
get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Huh. Screw that. I'm out.
Sorry,
Ha!
but you're in my story now.
Smash through it, man. Come on, Stanley. Just bam. Bam. In school, you are taught British English, but you learn most from American cartoons. Funny that. I still love you.
This is a very sad story about the death of a
Oh!
man named Stanley.
What have I done? After all I did for you? After I clicked all those doors, you're gonna troll me like this? What's happening? The Jedi are taking over. Come on, it's gotta be something I can do with you. I want me to press V, B, C, F, 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 F. Fine.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Oh, now you tell me to press F. V. F in the chat, everybody. Let's get an F in the chat. Sync it up with me. 3, 2, 1, F.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Have I? Have I? You must. But why, though?
But in his mind, in his mind, he can go on fantastic.
I have to pay respect
adventures.
for the death of
From
Stanley.
behind his
He's
desk,
apparently going to
Stanley
die.
dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown.
That's what this whole game is.
Fantastic
Plot twist.
discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Press K to watch TV. Oh, is that my TV? A little bit of a weird aspect ratio, but I'll take it.
And so he
Ha!
began to fantasize
Aw.
about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize
And
that
then
all
a
of his
voice in his
coworkers,
head was
his
talking
boss,
to him.
everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth.
From one
The
face.
thought excited him terribly.
Please press L to spend time with the boys. The boys! I sure do like spending time with the boys.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Press C to prepare dinner. But well, that's what you're here for. I'm just kidding, but I'll gladly prepare dinner. Let's go.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls.
Is this
Down
actually?
another was
I
a
think he's
yellow
just
line
trolling
that
us here.
weaved in many directions. And
Yellow
down another
line.
was a game with a baby.
I haven't
And
seen
he
that
called
yet.
it the Stanley Parable.
You're messing with my brain. Press P to tell your kids a story. We don't have kids.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Aw. Of course I do.
But there is no
Oh.
answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has.
That's
Nothing's
pretty deep in
changed.
meta, man.
The
Either way,
longer
you're
he
all
spends
pushing
here,
the same
more
buttons each
invested
time.
he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
Now that's an interesting question I've never heard. Know any songs about worms? Can't say that I do. Actually, I think I know one, but I don't remember the words. Actually, yeah, I do know of a song about worms. I just don't remember what the lyrics are. Go to sleep and then die.
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long
Is that
as he
so bad?
remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Trolled!
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
To question nothing. I don't want to press that one. What happens if I don't press it? Probably nothing. I mean, we're already trapped in the office again. All right, all right.
I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see.
I'm gonna try to open my eyes, don't worry.
And I tried again.
Oh!
And Stanley pushed a button.
I didn't press anything!
And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button.
Please die. Oh, we're getting creepypasta. We're all just pawns. It's a Tadatsuru reference, man. We are but Tadatsuru in this game. Alright, let's think
All
about
of
what
his
to do
coworkers were
now.
gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the
I want to
meeting
find the
room.
baby
Perhaps he
room.
had
I'll look
simply
for
missed a
that.
memo.
Let's see. What happens if I go down to the right and then take that door that he offers?
He entered the door on his left.
I mean, he's taunted me with this
was
ending. I'm
not
gonna
the
look
direct
for
way
it.
to the meeting room, and
Yeah,
Stanley
yeah,
knew it
yeah.
perfectly
Shut your
well.
hole.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow. Yes, this room. What a beautiful room.
It's
But
great.
Eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first.
It's hard to
open
find.
door on his
Well, I'll
left.
look for it.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on
Or
track.
did he? I'm just gonna be.
Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track.
You
So
bet
now
I
in order
did.
to get back, he needed to go,
Yeah, I can't jump off the platform.
From here, it's, left.
I mean, there's nowhere else to go. Left it is then.
Oh, no. No, it's to the right. My mistake.
Even he doesn't know what's happening anymore.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking?
Which
It's
was this
clearly-
one?
Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Rustle those papers.
Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Aye, aye, Captain. It's a truck in here. You gotta turn those headlights off. You're gonna drain the battery, man. It's the screen room.
No.
No,
No,
you're not
this
supposed to
isn't
see
right
this
at all. We're
yet.
not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley,
Ah,
close your eyes.
unfortunately, I've already seen this spoiler.
Okay, we just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about rather
New one.
than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
No.
This time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
All right.
All of his co-workers
New
were
plan.
gone. What could it mean?
We go through the
Stanley
right
decided to go to the
door, and
meeting
by the
room.
right door, I mean
Perhaps he
the
had
correct
simply missed
door.
a memo. When Stanley... Wait. What?
Oh, this is new.
No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change?
Oh gosh. Okay,
Stanley,
now you got me
Did
interested.
you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors?
No, I
Did you
swear.
move the story somewhere?
No, I didn't
or-
touch anything.
Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago.
You did.
I know for sure.
You didn't
but
just
it's here
narrate it, you wrote
somewhere.
it.
Okay, then. It's an adventure.
Ho ho ho
Come,
ho.
Stanley, let's find the story.
All right, I can do that. Let's go. We can freely roam about and try to find ourselves a story. Let's see. What kind of stories are there to be told around here? This just loops right back where we came from. It's a maze game. We need to find the 8 pages before the Slendy gets us.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
No, hold on. I'm not
I find
done.
it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this.
No.
Okay, let's give it a shot. Why
No.
not?
Aw. Fine, you jerk.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go
What
to
does
the
it
meeting
mean?
room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
And all the doors are gone. Narrator, don't make me go in there. All the doors are missing. Mr. Krabs, the front door is missing.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from.
How?
Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
All right, so be it. Ooh, someone spilled that. Ooh. Back on.
Aha! I
Oh, yeah,
knew
this is
we
weird.
missed something. The story. Here it comes.
We found it. I've already seen the story. I don't want to see the story
Wait,
again. Oh.
never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way.
Door's gonna
and
be gone,
retrace our
man.
steps.
Door's gonna be gone, bro. I'm telling you right now. Oh, nope. Just a different door. This is new.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all.
What is this, Resident Evil
Is this
7?
the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
It did. Oh, shoot.
Do you remember, Stanley?
I remember
Well, do
vividly.
you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations!
You are winner!
I know you put in a lot of work.
Hey,
It
now
really
we
paid
beat
off,
the game,
so
guys.
good
Official. It said
job.
it.
Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We
I like
both
this
know
place.
You didn't put in
It's
any
nice.
actual work
Rustic.
for that win.
Door's
Some
gone.
people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay? I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
We're gonna show up in like an alien world or something next time. No, but okay.
All right, I've got a solution.
The Stanley
This time,
Parable
to make
adventure
sure I don't
line.
get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley
Follow it.
Parable
It'll lead you around my
adventure
desk
line.
and back out the other
Just
side.
follow the line. How simple is that?
Whoa. We got this. I can handle this. Oh, this is new. What happens if I go off the track? Probably something bad, but...
You see? The line knows
Zigs
where
and
the story
zags.
is. It's over in this
All
direction.
hail the
Onward,
line.
Stanley, to destiny.
To destiny!
Here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination,
Uh-huh.
even if there's no story there?
Technically.
Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the
He
act
did.
of
He
moving
did spoil the
forward,
adventure line.
are
He
we
mentioned the
implying a
trademark
journey
on it.
such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay,
I thought I
Stanley,
found something.
need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay.
I'm
Now,
gonna
if
get
my
lost. I have to be
experience of
careful.
your
Oh, wait, it
existence
just leads back here.
rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my
Skeleton?
own relative experiential mental subjective
Oh, you're trying to block me.
construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there.
No kidding.
Well, I'd
Oh,
like to
hey, no fair. I
apologize.
can't walk on the walls.
Where
I'm
I
not
was going with
Spider-Man.
all that. You know what? I think what we need right now
The Truman
is a
Show
bit
is
of
made by the
music
most
to lighten the
incompetent
mood.
individual available to our species. What the frick is going on? Go along the walls and back to the ground. Look at the question mark made of other question marks. And head over here. Go through door number 10. Along the ceiling. Round we go. Oh, now it's just getting nonsensical. Adventure time!
Cut the music.
Thank
Go
you.
back and look at that fern.
Ooh, yes. Anyway, did I like the new Yu-Gi-Oh! The Abridged Series episode? Yes. I did enjoy it. Good stuff.
Stanley, this fern will be very important
I'll
later
take
in the
notes.
story. Make sure
me get out
you
a piece of
study it
paper
closely and
and a
remember it
pencil.
carefully.
I'll take the notes
you
right
won't
now.
want to miss anything.
Okay. Okay. Got it.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No.
Yeah, that ain't right.
Ryan, you do know we're looking
How?
at the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Oh, there's a bell, all right. Take a screenshot. Don't worry, I have a screenshot in my brain. The fern is important. I will remember the fern. Actually, I can take a screenshot on my phone. Yes. There it is. There. Got one. This is a picture. It just says "Dear Frieza" and it's a picture of a butt.
No, not again, Line. How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been
I
through...
can't believe you've done this.
Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
I love just how much this is just devolving into pure insanity. He's not even saying anything
You know
anymore.
what,
Oh,
Stanley? I say forget the adventure
Adventure
line.
line!
What's it ever done for us? We're
Nothing
intelligent
really.
People, right?
yeah, me
Why
and
can't
you,
we make up
we're
our own story?
we're two
Something
peas in an
exciting,
intelligent pod.
Daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds
Two
perfectly
big-brained
doable.
peas in a
Why don't we simply start wandering
intelligent
in,
pod.
well,
Yeah,
I don't know.
what I said the first
How
time.
about this direction?
Yes. Me and you are both gonna rebel.
Yes, this is exciting.
We're in the
Just
back
me and
rooms.
Stanley forging
Maybe that's
a
where
new
we are the
path,
whole time.
a
We're
new
just in the
story. Well, it
frickin'
could
back
be
rooms
anything.
and we're getting
What
trolled
do you want our story to be?
by the back rooms.
Go wild. Use your
I'm going in a
imagination.
frickin' circle.
Whatever
Okay,
it
here we
might
go.
be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Send in the dragons. That's what my imagination wants.
Oh no,
Not
you
quite. Maybe the
again.
dragons already came over.
Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story.
I agree.
No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it. We should be
Yeah,
fine.
I'm not following you, line. I just happen to be going the same direction, you know? I'm not listening to you. It's a coincidence. It's a coincidence. There we go. Line's gone. Here we are.
Ah, a choice. We get
Oh,
to make a decision.
great.
From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay.
On it.
So I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere at the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one.
I'm with you.
Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Destiny! Oh. Look, it's a step-by-step tutorial on how to get the confusion ending.
Hold up, what's this? Hmm.
I've been playing it for 17 minutes. Wow, time
Confusion
flies.
ending. You're telling me that's what this is?
Find
It's
the
all
line
one
again.
giant ending?
We get to a previous
Am I
restarts.
supposed to
I don't think
restart
I've
the
seen
game
some of these
eight-
yet.
8 times?
The narrator is
Really
gone.
how
Oh my
this
gosh.
goes? It's all determined?
Wander in the
So
blackness. I
now,
do not
according
look
to the
forward to that.
schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just
Find a
supposed to
bookstore.
forget? Now, what if I don't want
How?
to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing wall.
Identical replica of the office has
Well,
begun to
who
deteriorate. Attempt to
consulted
make
me?
the story.
Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really?
Oh,
No,
well,
it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I
Yeah,
don't
if
want
he
to forget
restarts
what's
it,
going on.
he'll
I
forget.
don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I
Yeah.
won't do it. I
You have
won't
agency,
do it.
narrator, just like me. You can do it. Whoa!
Stopped? Does that mean did we do
We did it. We're free.
Break the cycle? The whatever it is that made this schedule?
I thought you
How
said
would
you
we
wrote the
even
story, but
know?
apparently he was wrong.
Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
It's a chair.
So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination.
Yeah,
So
just
I hope
destroy a
that's
wall
where
and
we
jump
are
out.
right now. We'll find out, won't we?
There should be windows.
Eventually.
I saw at least one
In
window.
the meantime, if you
Oh! That was scary. Dag nabbit. Now I was gonna forget about the restarts.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Darn
Stanley
it!
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
Alright, I guess
he
the
entered
confusion ending
door
is
on his
over.
left.
My new plan will be to die. I guess.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office.
I'm way ahead of you, man.
Hoping he might find an
No, you know
answer
what?
to
Screw
come
that. We
to
go
a
down.
staircase. Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Not today, Zerg. He's not even calling me out on that. Ooh, a
But
car. Let's
Stanley
just drive it out of
couldn't
here.
do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during
So
work
instead, he
hours.
got in the car and
He
drove
might be
off.
for that.
The door is
And in
not
such a
flush with the rest of the
competitive
car.
economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy.
Unless
And
his
then
boss is
something
gone.
occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of
fern
my
never came
coworkers
back to being
blinking
important.
mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason
I'm waiting
at
for the
all.
fern ending.
None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this,
I guess
he
somebody got
began
fired
to
over
make
here.
other strange observations. For
1,
example,
2,
why
B4.
couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
Huh!
Why did
Why can't I
doors
see my
close
anything?
automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real.
It's not.
And at last, he came to the conclusion
Yep, here we
that
go.
had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it.
Videos
I'm
game.
dreaming!
Ah!
This is
That's
all
fair.
a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt.
Now just
to have
close your eyes,
finally
open them
found
up,
an
and
answer,
boom.
an
You'll be
explanation.
in your bed
His
with your wife.
co-workers weren't
Your
actually
hot
gone.
mannequin wife.
He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself
Do it.
flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Yay! We are dreaming.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield.
Elden
And it
Ring.
too was
Adelaide
fun.
ending. Let's
It was
go.
so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid?
Yeah,
And
that's
then
dreams
perhaps
for you.
the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner.
Aw,
Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm
it's your
doing and
conscience.
thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing
Me
me,
thinking about
thinking
describing
about
my
how it's
thoughts, he
describing
thought.
My thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth
No, you
was
can
that,
ask
of
your friends
course,
about it.
this
The
was not
boys,
a
you know.
dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself? Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take
Well, explain the
responsibility for
Starfield then.
Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
Then he's hallucinating.
Now, hearing the voice speak these words was
Ooh,
quite
okay.
a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical
Exactly.
stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that?
Explain
this
that
voice was a part
voice.
of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control. That
Exactly.
this was a
Blow a
dream.
hole in the wall right
So
there.
He closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife.
Yeah.
And my
Hot
job.
mannequin wife.
All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Aren't we all? Stanley must fight against the cosmic forces against him, and we're still asleep.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have
Stanley
a boss, I have an
Hudson.
office. I am real.
Oh,
Please,
gosh.
Someone tell me I am real.
Ah!
Can anyone
My
hear
world
me?
is shattering around me!
And everything went black. This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
My hot mannequin wife?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. Her belongings
Oh,
had
gosh.
walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself.
Oh,
then
poor
collapsed dead
Stanley.
on the sidewalk.
This is the
Although
Stanley
she
Dies
would soon
ending.
turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people
You're
look
hearing
like.
them much anyway. Is it
And
too
in
loud?
that
If anything's
moment,
too
she
loud,
thought
tell
to
me. But
herself how lucky
maybe
she
even I'm
was
too
to be
loud.
normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring
Just
down
sees
at
this
the
dead
body.
dude on the ground and she's like, oh man, I ain't got time for that. Well, that was a good one. So yeah, going down results in us going in
All
an
of his
ever-ending
coworkers were
spiral
gone.
loop of
What could it
demise.
mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
There's a few options I can think of to
When
do right
Stanley
now.
came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
One thing I can do is potentially put in the code wrong on the keypad.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office,
Yeah.
hoping he might coming to a staircase.
Or I could put in the
Stanley
code
walked
before he
upstairs
tells
to
me
his
it.
boss's
That
office.
is also an option. Although he'd probably say the same thing, wouldn't he?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned
Zero,
to discover
zero,
not an
zero.
indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk.
Yep, on it.
What could its purpose be?
20 moo
In
milks.
fact,
That's pretty sufficient.
this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss
Listen,
had
the grass with
assigned
a
it an
10% rate
extra
rather than
secret
the flowers
pin
that have
number,
30. Shucks.
2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
You're saying if I put it in before, put the right code in, I could have gotten a thing? Oh well.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Yeah, I'll try that one of these other times, but yeah, I'll try it now. It's okay. There's still another thing I can
28,
try.
Incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad,
You
Stanley
know that's a
happened to
lie,
input
bro.
the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly
Here's
opened
plan B.
passageway.
I can, I can drop off when we get to that, thing. Or is that even a possibility in this
Stanley
ending? I don't
walked
think it
straight ahead
is.
through the large door
I think I just have
that
to go
read
through with
Mind
this.
Control
Wait, no,
Facility.
escape, go!
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
I can deal with that. That's what I came here to do anyway.
The door behind him was
Oh,
not
going
shut.
up and down the elevator?
Stanley
I'll
still
do that
had
another
every
time.
opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Nope, I'm gonna die today.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Mm-hmm. Bring on the death. Meow. Insert fallen down here. Ow, my ankles.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to
Why
his
is there a
demise,
death machine
he
in this
reflected that
building?
His life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man.
Ugh.
So he resigned
gotta phrase it
and
like
willingly
that.
accepted this violent end to his
Why can't I
brief and
jump?
short life.
These will shield me.
Farewell, Stanley.
Farewell, narrator. Oh, it stopped.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator.
Who the heck is
Stanley
this?
was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated.
But I wasn't.
As the machine
You're lying.
crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Whoop. Great, now we got a narrator narrating the We found it! We found the Stanley
And
Parable!
yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Behold, Real Gam
When
Coliseum.
every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now?
Yeah, maybe they
Do you
did.
see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he
Oh
hit
gosh.
start?
I'm either huge or this is just small. It's just small. It's a diagram. The two doors. We're seeing their design philosophy. Fascinating. This is the dev room. The Office. I've already made an Office joke in the thumbnail, but still. Ah, cool. Ooh, that's a weird one. But what's this one? Yeah. Like a microwave. 2 and 3 are good. And the creds. Like Leslie Staples. And the impeccable Kevin Brighting as the narrator. 22nd century toys. Based on the work of the Stanley Parable 2013 team. So what the heck was here in the original? Ah, it's the narrator's sister, the wife of Captain Obvious. Yeah, maybe so. Maintenance room, an early version of it. Cool, concept art. We're in the Stanley Parable Museum. Warzone. Oh, there were aliens! Sentient and would wage war against the narrator. That would have been cool. And behold, narrator emails. What's this strange number? What is the significance of 11007? Max Ernst to Salvador Dali. I'll tell you his last name. It's Hudson. Done. Canon. Congratulations. Woo! I wonder if any of these are highly critical. Oh. Regards to the transfer of $24,500,000. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of these. Ben. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Probably nothing. A business broker. Treat as important, not spam, even though it is. Oh, that's from 2012, yeah. There's a skeleton inside of you. There are more skeletons in this world than humans. And with that, I take my leave. A lot of copies of this. First created in 2011, then 2012, third 2013. Interesting. Didn't change too much. One of them had 2 computers for some reason. Not even just 2 screens, 2 computers. Oh look, it's the happiness ending. In the beta. Apparently went out to the Teletubbies field. Spoilers. The monitor room elevator. There's the exit. Look at all this neat stuff. Zending model? What the heck is the Zending? I'm getting spoilers, man. Game is now paused. Oh, looks a little different, doesn't it? No! Herman, what's up? It's the legendary game. That it is.
Of course, you being you, you'll probably spend the next hour trying to solve it.
Outtakes.
Here, I'm just
Ooh.
going to make this easy on you. Stanley pushed the orange lever.
Cool.
Stanley's.
Now this seems new though. Yes, this is the Ultra Deluxe edition. So maybe this is like a new ending that they added for Ultra Deluxe that I don't know about. I mean, I wouldn't be able to know. I don't know what most of the endings in this game are. This must be a new thing that I've stumbled upon. Possibly.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control
We could turn the game
one
off.
another.
Go!
How they both wish to be free.
What's your deal? Ah! That's me. Ow, that one hurt. I haven't seen or played this game. I saw it, but only in 2013, many years ago. I barely remember anything about it. I never played
Can
it
you
though.
see?
I did not
Can
play
you
it beforehand.
see how much they need one another?
True. We're in
No,
symbiosis,
perhaps not.
Ms. Narrator.
Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me.
Thank you.
You can still save these two.
I
You
can?
stop
How?
the program before they both fail.
How?
Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game.
Get it.
As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice.
You got it.
Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time.
Got it. Quit we go. I did it. I win. I sincerely hope that was the right decision to make.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
I did it. The only true way to win is to not play. It's an Undertale moment. I get it. I get it.
All of his co-workers were gone.
I mean, I doubt if I
What
kept
could it
going, I
mean?
would have seen anything
Stanley
interesting. I would have
decided
just
to go to the
died,
meeting
so...
room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Or would I? You never know with this frickin' game. New content!
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
Well, let's find out. Shall we? Did I unlock that by doing what I just did? Because this was not here before. Yeah, the marbly area was very new. Don't go there yet. Oh no! It's too late! Should I quit? I couldn't help but go in. I just see new content. I'm immediately drawn to it. Alright, let's go.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game
I remember.
released in 2013 on home computers.
And on consoles, I think.
After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded
I suppose a lot of
upon in
endings are supposed to do
2022
this after
with the
seeing most of
Stanley
them.
Parable
Ah,
Ultra
okay.
Deluxe, a
I'll just close my
reimagined
eyes
game
and won't
for
look at them.
consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable.
I
delighting
see. The
audiences
reason it
the
unlocked it
world
is because I
over.
did that weird death ending there.
Please step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in
That's
the
cool.
Stanley
I'm glad
Parable
there is new content,
Ultra
though.
Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Even got the narrator back to deliver
So
his
far,
nice
it's an
voice.
elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Surely it is. It's that brick wall you blocked me with before.
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it. I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious.
Mostly
It's as if
tedious,
Oh, okay.
yes.
Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
I'm the one who's gonna be receiving it. I'm not giving it.
All right.
The jump
All
circle.
right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
I can't jump. I can jump! At last! I can finally jump! Mash, 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 mash. Listen to that jump sound effect. All my hopes and dreams are coming true simultaneously. I've never heard of such a thing. We can only jump in a circle. That's it? That's it? I didn't even get anything? Why is this table here? What is this plugged into?
Is that it?
That's it.
Surely that's not
That's
all
the last
new
episode.
content. There has to be something
It
else.
was just a
right?
bunch of cheap jump cycles.
Goodness, another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's
Yeah.
just elevators and jumping. Is this what
There were
passes for
already
exciting
elevators in the
new
original.
content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could counter 30 trillion.
Whew.
You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh wait, there's more.
Is it another jump circle? Maybe a run
I
circle.
knew
I
there
can't
had to
do
be
that
something
either.
else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Thank you for enjoying the— what?
That's it? Oh, you've got to be
It's the
kidding me. You
SpongeBob
see,
Lost
Stanley?
episode all over
This is what
again.
happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore."
I hope
What
so.
Quality assurance department signed off on this. I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend
Lizard.
to find these people
Am I
on
right?
Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's
Yeah.
my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation
Too real,
around the new
man.
content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about.
Exploration.
No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
And then we get dunked on. Whoa, nope, new content. Brand spanking new. And a brand new spanking mug. It's not brand new, but you get what I'm...
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent.
That's a
I
little
wanna
sus,
show
wouldn't
you
you say?
something.
Kill me. Let's go. I know I could, I know I can choose to not do it, but I'm gonna do it. Someone's gonna turn on the security cameras and see us in here, man. DLC is longer than the actual main game, by the way. Oh. Well, how do I get out of here, then? I guess I could just quit. They added a whole other second game into the DLC?
Okay, you
That's
remember
interesting.
how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be.
Yeah, I
So
really should
made
experience the
something
regular
special
Stanley
and
Parable
tucked
first.
it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
You built all of Skyrim into the Stanley Parable?
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want.
Has the line been done? Yes.
Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
Yes. Is my hot mannequin wife in there? There's a phone. Now this is weird. Very weird. Ah,
You see,
2013,
Stanley,
when
doesn't
the
the
Stanley
Memory Zone
Parable was
remind
released.
you
Those
of how
were pretty
wonderful
much what I said in the
Stanley Parable
description.
was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release. Remember back in October of 2013?
Oh,
when the game
don't make me
originally
cry.
launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then,
They
it
had
all
this
meant
thing.
something. Oh, the waste.
That's cool. Ugh. The British Academy of Film and Television Arts awarded to Stanley Parable. That's a good one. 2013, get it. Real clever, guys. There's the script, there's the globe. Our first kiss, my first car, the release of the Stanley Parable in 2013. Mm-hmm. And look, it should be first dollar. We're in the second Stanley Parable Museum because we need more than one of these. I too want that poster. The Last of Us. Look at all these good times. Most of which I've already seen. That's cool. Nominee, nominee, Nominee. New video game releasing today. Slow day for the New York Times. Unachievable. It's impossible to get it. Yeah. You said something about the pictures? Because I didn't see anything I could do with them. They seem pretty, run-of-the-mill. The achievement photos. Oh. Because you mean like this one? And this one? Oh. Oh, there it is. Don't play for 5 years. That would be having gone outside, yeah? And there's the death ending. Stanley Parable deals tough choices. From the LA Times, huh? Again, slow day, but... Aw. Poor little Stanley. Oh gosh, am I gonna get copyright claimed for this? Yeah, it straight tells you to touch grass, basically.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism.
10 out of 10. Wow.
From Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's
yes,
how
it truly
grand and
is one of the games created.
The original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created.
Hey, like I said, Skyrim.
It was Persona 3. It was all
I love that the two choices of games they went with were Skyrim and Persona 3.
It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now.
I'm sure there's a Statue of America nearby.
Husk with an hour of new elevator content.
So sad. Stanley betrayed us! There's a smiley button.
Here's another
carpet
classic,
textures.
this time from GameSpot.com. The
Oh
Stanley
yeah,
Parable
only
is
a
both
9.
richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games.
The bad,
and one
nothing.
that
And why
offers
isn't
some
it
of the
10?
most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It
So
didn't
perfect
need
that it had
anything
no
else.
flaws,
It
but it's
didn't
only a
need
9.
New content. It just needed to be left alone. To spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
Got an 80 hours into Persona 4 of last week. I'm sure. I got nothing against Persona. I just think that it felt like a sort of interesting choice for them to mention it. Could have mentioned a lot of games.
These were simpler times, Stanley.
Oh, you know it.
But I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again.
I'd love that.
Hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before.
No, this is new.
What's this? What's down here?
Steam reviews. Oh no.
Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game
So much
distributor.
trash. Look at all this
I haven't looked at
garbage.
these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well.
I feel like I am playing this out of order, and I kind of want to do it Oh. Well, I think Destiny has answered that question for me. I'm stuck! I'm freaking stuck! Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Oh, that was close. I just needed to crouch over it. I didn't expect that to work. I thought I would be trapped there forever. Oh my gosh.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion.
Ooh,
The
scathing.
narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining.
Ooh, Bug Livia getting called out.
Trying to be funny. Trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Yeah. I don't know how I always find this weird stuff in every game that I play. It just happens. At least you don't get permanently stuck there. If you crouch, you can get out. I don't know how that makes any sense, but... Aw, that one's upside down and blurry. Well, the idea for the game is good. It becomes very repetitive and boring fast. Aww.
For someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy?
Preachy?
I'm not preachy, am I?
No.
You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite
Right,
shocking
crouching
for
might
me.
bring your feet up.
Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it
Noodle
to
shuff?
feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did, but maybe it wasn't. Oh dear, what an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks
It's
on my
thought-provoking
otherwise
only in the
unimpeachable
first
track
minutes.
record.
Ouch!
I
These
feel
people,
like a failure.
they're standards.
Like I let these people die.
They're entitled to their opinions,
Perhaps
though.
the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
Ooh, this is a particularly
What's
bad
this
one,
one
right?
got to say?
Parable something we're
You
listening to
constantly
that
have
patronizing
say
voice droning
anything,
on and on, just
so
in
the
fun. He
narrator
comes in
can
to stop
catch
doing
up
anything
with
so
his
he can catch up with his long...
long-winded
What? No, you
explanations
don't!
of
Just
what
keep
happened.
going, you dummy!
I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well,
They
yes.
played for 10
Yes, I think
hours!
we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt.
Yeah.
Not if it means
Imagine
we
being
can
into a
strike
trash
these
the game, then
negative
years later
reviews
coming
from the
across your own
record.
opinion.
Only
Yeah.
positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Hooray! The Plank Experience.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you,
Maybe
with
I should have a
just the
skip
push
button
of a button,
to my
you'll
own
have zipped
videos.
right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm
They also
very
asked for a
proud
jump
to have
button.
delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No, 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 no. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people, and if the people
I know he wants me to
silence
press it,
them
so...
Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games.
Quite.
Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe
If you have like an
it,
hour, you can
I'd
listen to
say
him
it was
ramble.
perhaps
Really?
less
That's
of
pretty
a
cool.
rumination and more of a treatise. Or maybe a manifesto.
I was wondering how
I'll
long it would go
outline
on.
for you very briefly, and you can tell me what you think. Okay, so my theory is that any choice you've ever made is simply a series of choices made
Yes,
by...
it's me. I know, I get it.
Well, there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start
beat
to
a
go
game
off on
button.
a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. Oh, I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about
Yeah,
this,
take that,
and
Cookie
whether they'll
9.
edit
Suck
the
it.
rating of their Steam review, or at least change some of the wording, perhaps. To be honest, I don't even know if one can change their review in the first place.
Yeah, I don't know.
I guess I should become better
Nah.
educated on exactly how Steam works. Perhaps that would have been the smart thing to check on before I went about this whole exercise of making... Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say
Yeah,
maybe
he really called you out
45
there.
minutes. It's not unendurable by any means, but it's...
No.
There's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again.
Okay.
I think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated.
Well, then let me out of the
I'm gonna
room.
say goodbye to it and just... Wait, how do we get out of here?
The door's gone!
The
Again,
door
Mr.
there.
Krabs?
Wasn't there
Gosh.
a door that led into this room?
There was, it's
I
missing.
feel quite certain that there was one here before. How else would we have gotten into the room in the first place? I don't think one can enter a room without a door of some sort, or a window or something like that. Do you see a window anywhere? A porthole?
A porthole?
Sufficiently
A
large
portal?
crack in the wall? I'll take any of these. All I want is for us to move on and to please step away from the skip button, to go anywhere other than the skip button. There was a door here before.
He's just gonna keep
wasn't
saying
there?
it,
I
man.
swear there was.
I really want to know how long he can go off saying this.
Just ram your way through a wall?
Yes, let's do
Is
it.
there
We'll
any
glitch through it.
possibility
Come
that
on.
You could say, slam your body into the
I'm
wall
trying.
until enough
I'm
damage
trying.
is done for you to be able to leave? Please, I'll take any option at all. I'm asking you to work with me here.
I'm trying.
We need a
I'm
door.
trying.
We need a door of some kind. I can work with any kind of door.
Stanley
as
destroyed
long
the
as it
door.
can
He's the
open and
chosen
close
one
from
who will one day
room to
defeat
another.
Dormammu,
I'm
for
going
sure.
to step away for just a moment, and I'm going to try to find us a door. I don't know.
No, we don't need
exactly
any doors.
to
Screw the
move or
doors.
place it in a different wall, but I will find a way, I promise.
Yes.
You just need to not do anything. Don't press the skip button. Please,
I won't.
please do not press the skip button. Just
Don't worry. I
wait
won't.
here.
I won't. I
Wait here
won't.
for
Just
me.
go, and then I won't
Don't
press it.
press the
Trust
skip
me.
button.
Trust me.
Got it?
Trust me.
Yes.
Trust
good.
me.
I'll be right back. Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're
12
really
hours.
truly getting longer, and my God, there's no way out of... Oh, Stanley, you're back.
Oh, the
You're
plant!
back. Oh,
The
my
plant is
goodness.
dying.
I have
We have to
someone
keep
talk to.
skipping until the room
Stanley,
erodes on us.
It's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that...
Well, the lights are out.
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome.
Hi.
I have had time to think about
He's
it,
gonna go
about
nuts
us
before we
and
get outta here.
Everything we've been through. I've had so much time. I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year?
Well, I'd be dead.
Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley. Days, months. I lost it all in a blur of the deepest longing to undo the past. And when that feeling had begun to subside, what took its place is what I could only
Contempt?
describe as the collapse of every moment I have ever experienced my entire life. All of them collapsed down into a single instant. In that instant, I could see myself clearly, calmly, with a collected heart. It was an impossible.
It hurts to skip, but also I know it would take too long if we just sat here listening to it.
I was consumed by it. I could do nothing but wallow in it for what felt like an eternity, for what I now know was far less. You see, it was a revelation for me. It was unlike anything I had ever known. It was a space without consequence.
Yeah. Sorry, pal. See you next year. And I think he's dead. He's dead and we killed him. We should be very proud. Oof. Oh, the clock finally fell over. Where is that beeping coming from? Let me out! I think the button's run out of battery.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point.
Exactly.
It was meant to speak to
It
the
was never
human
about
condition.
humor.
But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned. They screamed. They gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us.
Yeah,
It
what do you
wasn't
think
enough.
this
They
is?
had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make
I'm
all
with you,
of their
man.
pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much. They
Yes!
said first,
He
didn't entertain
understands.
us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency.
We're kindred spirits.
It's the lack of accountability. It's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking into the world. As though there were no consequences for a lack of cohesion in one's assessment of others.
Yeah.
Of course, absolutely anyone can leave a review. So here's what we get. We get these demands that seek everything and are accountable to nothing. We get a world where someone will say, oh, there should be a skip button. You should be able to freeze Stanley in place while the narrator sits there forever and ever. We want all of this in the new Stanley Parable. We demand it.
Well,
And
here it
then,
is.
Because it was said,
Look at what
because
you've
it was
done.
spoken, now it simply has to happen. The most immediate desires, every single thing demanded by every person.
What would happen?
at
Like,
every
would you
moment
eventually
in
get
time.
to a
If
point where he
someone
stops
wants it, then it's a
talking?
crime
Or,
not to bring it into
like, would you have to
being?
wait long enough for
Have
it
they
to
been
get to
given
the point where it had
indulging
skipped
every
to?
fleeting whim
Because
for
that
no
would be
reason
impossible.
other than to do so? Yes! Yes! It seems that this is now the world we live in. It seems that we are a people living in such bleakness and discomfort with ourselves that our entertainment is now our lives.
Oh, so
It has
sad
come
and
to
true.
represent us. It absolutely must speak to who we are as people.
Loops
Because
after a while?
otherwise,
Okay.
without our
It'd be cool if it
entertainment,
just
we
went
have
to where
nothing.
it would have
Without
skipped to,
entertainment,
but yeah.
we would have to face inward toward the cruel bleakness inside ourselves. We would turn to look at our deeper nature and find a resounding emptiness.
Yeah, this is getting
gazing
deep. I'm
back.
out. Button's charging up. All right.
The end is never the end.
Oh, he's saying the thing.
Is never the end, 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 is never the end.
I'm sure he just says this forever.
Is never the end.
Yeah, you need to talk to him for a year then. I mean, once it gets to the one that's like a year, I can see that one looping. That makes perfect sense, but for the one where it's like 5 minutes, you know, it would be cool, but and maybe the one that's like 12 hours, I could see them making that work somehow. Whoop, I did it! It's happening! The hurricane has arrived. One more skip, and the building will be in ruins. Okay, one more skip after it then. Close, if I could only jump. There it is, frickin' dead, man. Oh no! It's getting more foliagey. I think the Earth has suffered apocalypse and it's just completely gone Planet of the Apes. At world's end. Aw, looped around again. I don't like this one anymore. Take me back. Too far, go back. I said too far, go back. Oh, no! The button! We're stuck! We're not stuck! It's the way out! Here's the part where we collapse onto our knees and just start pounding at the earth. You maniacs! Darn you! Darn you all to heck! As Madagascar said. Well, I guess we better just start walking to that weird looking smoke in the distance. I think it's just clouds, but... Well, way to go. We broke the game. Hey! We did it! We win. I think.
Already this was uncomfortable. and Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life.
Rightio. Chum. The first path of the DLC is done. A lot more to go. Yeah. If I can, I'd like to go back to the real game, if possible. New content. Like, it'll probably, like, let me go and play the real game, and then I can divert back into the new content whenever I want, right? No? Stick with it for now? I don't know if I want to. Like, if I have to, I'll do it, but I still feel like I should have probably played more of the actual endings before I did this stuff. Because again, I didn't remember most of what the endings the game had. And there had to be at least a couple more good ones I could have found, obviously, but... Here, let me try to continue the main game and see what it does.
When Stanley came to
Yeah,
a set of 2 open doors,
it's letting me
he
go.
entered the door on his left.
It's letting me go. We're fine. Now, this is truly a Stanley Parable moment, where we're allowed to play the game freely, however we want.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's
While I do an
office,
Elden Ring
hoping he might
speedrun,
find
I
an
would have
answer
to
there.
practice it a whole lot more if I wanted to do that. Here, let's go to the closet.
Oh, no.
And close it.
Oh, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy.
Hey, man,
doing so
don't egg
much
me
in
on like
this
that.
room. Please take your time.
I will. Yeah, I've been here before. I guess you might not have seen where I that I had gone in here the first time. Is this something I can do by just standing in here? Probably not. There is the wrench, though. It's a very nice wrench. Is that part right? It was at the very beginning. I went in here on the first run through. It wasn't that big of a deal. It's just like, oh, Stanley is standing in the broom closet. And that's about it. Yeah.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to
Yeah, we'll
his
try it a
boss's
third time for
office.
sure. Now, 2845. That's the password, right? Because I want to try punching it in before he says it. Pretty sure it was that. Oh, hello. Ooh! Wait, no. This is new. I have no reflection. Well, to be fair, there's nothing reflecting in that mirror anyway. Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast. Money crisp? Oh boy. Nope. Nope. Ah! Door's stuck! Door's stuck! Now run. Speed run it, man.
The
We gotta
moment
hit
he
over there.
entered his manager's office, Stanley froze in his
A
tracks.
2, an 8,
Not
a 4, and a
living
5.
soul anywhere. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
Suck it.
That kind of anxiety isn't healthy.
It's not,
So
but-
he relaxed for a few moments with some calming new age music.
This is nice.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Very soothing indeed, James. Makes me soothed. Now the plan is I'll go up and down the elevator a couple times. See what it does then. I did notice that the up button does glow. Stanley needed that break. We all needed that break. Always remember to take rejuvenating mental health moments. It's good for you.
Whoops. Nope. Never mind. Stanley
up.
actually got back into the elevator and went back up. Silly me. Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office?
Next time,
Well,
don't
that's a
put any
great
code in.
question.
Got it.
I just can't wait to find out.
Nor can I. Such a weird little space. Oh boy. Oh, the buttons don't work anymore. Alright.
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator.
Uh-huh.
It's still just exactly what it is. What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again.
It's a nice office
This
with
has
a
fleshed
really
out
high
part of the
ceiling,
story
though.
in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have, an incisive rapid fire of critical plot points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow. I'm bolted to the edge of my seat.
Mm-hmm. And now the buttons work. Let's go.
Incredible. Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all
3 p.m.
this?
So you're gonna get going now? Alright, Tay. Maybe I'll catch you tomorrow.
Surely this time
Whoa.
Stanley will walk forward into the spooky corridor, won't he?
Or will he go up again?
Did you think we were going to go forward down the spooky corridor? No. It's time once again to go back up in the elevator. I can't even begin to grapple with what might be up there. Is it the boss's office again? Or what if it's the boss's office this time? The suspense is killing me.
Or maybe it'll be the boss's office. Maybe. No, Otto, we need to be going up, not down.
Oh my God.
Shock!
It's the boss's office. This absolutely changes everything for me. Give me a time out here for a minute while I process this.
Yes, oh. I should have
Okay,
that
I'm
screen
ready.
before when I'm like
prepared to embrace this
offline.
stunning revelation and to move forward with no, wait, no, I need more time to process.
This will be for if I have to pause the stream at any point. I'll just play this screen with this music.
All right, I have fully come to terms with it. I have made space in my worldview for this astonishing new reality. As before, I turn to your expert eye for gripping narrative, Master Stanley.
Yes, yes, yes. We, the Master Stanley, will decide our path.
Of course. Going back down.
Yeah, the
the
base
elevator.
game has tons of
How
stuff
did I
in it,
not
apparently.
anticipate it? I mean, sure, now it's obvious, but you have to understand that 30 seconds ago, this kind of thing had never been attempted before. I had no frame of reference to even anticipate it. That's just how revelatory Stanley's decision-making is. A breath of fresh air in a landscape of storytelling that has grown stale and repetitive.
Oh, this is actually new. Is it now? That's a fascinating addition. Let's see. I'm going to go up one more time, see if he has anything to say about it. Probably not. Yeah, I think he's given up. He gave up. Oh wait, no, new.
You know what? I've just thought of something. Hold on, let's stop for a moment. Don't you realize? It's the anticipation, Stanley. You and I, we have no way of knowing what will be at the top of this elevator.
Yes.
But the suspense.
Schrodinger's,
the agony of
it's
waiting,
Schrodinger's office.
anticipating, and having to guess.
Or
That's
Schrodinger's
the real
elevator,
thrill.
more like, I guess.
Oh, I simply don't want to let that feeling go. It's so precious, so fleeting. Why don't we take this elevator ride nice and slow? There we go. Isn't this so much more exciting? You know, Stanley, it seems like nowadays the only thing that audiences want is to be shocked as loudly and frequently as possible.
Yeah.
They want big, explosive moments flung right in their faces from the very moment that things get started. But where's the tension?
The fun is
Where's
just
the trust
starting.
in the audience to build a
Start
slow and
is just
nuanced
funning.
appreciation for the story, the characters? Why aren't we given time to imagine the surprises? To have to think. And
Where's
to
the skip
anticipate,
button?
And then to marvel at the eventual reveal.
Sword Art
This
Online, am I
is
right?
Storytelling,
Yeah.
Stanley. What you and I are doing.
Yeah,
right
it
now.
has that problem
This
sometimes.
is the most exciting narrative to be developed in years.
Let me out over here.
And it's really all because of you. You're the one who took this bold step of revisiting the exact same locations over and over. Truly, I
Pokemon
mean
with
it.
Kanto.
This is unique and different. It's not like anything else out there. You see, I want stories that surprise me, Stanley. I want to have to think. I want to be engaged and not pandered to. We're being fed such unimaginative drivel all the time, and we all know it, which is why we're so starved for content that makes us feel sharp and vital and alive. That's why people like you so much, Stanley. Because you're not afraid to spit in the face of tradition.
That's what
You're
this
a
whole game's
role
about.
model, you know? People look up to you. Which is why, oh, I didn't know when to spring this on you, but, well, I've gathered a little press conference for you, so that you can talk about your work and your storytelling and your life.
I disagree
Yes,
with
I know
Overlord,
you're not
but
much for the public eye, but I thought it would especially mean a lot to the people who have been following you from the beginning. They really look up to you, Stanley. I don't know if you realize the impact you have on them. This is the kind of gesture.
I mean,
that
you might have a
leave
point there, but
tremendous impact on them for the better.
Oh, wow.
Here.
the red carpet. Yeah, like I said, I don't think Overlord really is about shock moment after shock moment. It's only got really a couple big ones, but... The guy who went to Mars. Who the heck is that? Look, guys, more lore. World's healthiest human being. All tricks revealed. How we did it. The pyramids. I get it. Because all of these can't happen. All eyes on Stanley. Live on stage. It almost looks like his shadow is two fingers on a hand pointing at him. It's symbolic, you see. Okay, at the end of season 3, maybe it has a few, but that's in season 3, not the whole show overall. Like, and that was like all gathered in one episode where everything hit the fan, you know. And maybe a few smaller moments in season 3, but still, again.
Yes, here it is.
That was the Minecraft door sound. The storyteller.
All right, are you ready? I've told them you're going to speak a little bit about the
Stanley
nature of
Ryder?
surprise in storytelling.
That's not his
and what
last
it means
name.
to craft a truly
Almonds, chair,
unpredictable
gum,
narrative.
table,
Oh,
nut
don't
bar.
worry.
Why does nut bar
You'll
have a
do great.
period?
Just be yourself and speak from the heart. I'm really proud of you, Stanley. Okay, it looks like they're ready for you. Go get 'em.
I will. Give me a minute. Congratulations, Stanley. Remember where you came from. Your co-workers. Mini golf. This is some freaky wallpaper. Oh, I see. A contract writer. I had never heard of that. The dude who came up with pizza. Okay, well, to be fair, there is a dude who came up with pizza. I'm not sure we know who it is, but I guess it's still part of the joke. Hey everyone, it's me, Stanley, from the Parable. That's me. Other human beings! My gosh, it's loud! Nope, there was a press conference.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Okay, now we're back to
What
this.
could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
And yep, you see? The new content is still here. Takes 2 whole plugs to run this sign. So for next time, that's what we can participate in. You can try going to the monitor room and jump off the fence, right?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
So wait.
he entered the door on his left.
Go to the monitor room and jump off the fence. So that would be going all the way through the main path, getting to the big screen room, and then just finding somewhere to walk off and die, I guess. I suppose I can try that. There's a few places I think I can do that. Oh yeah, it has already been 2 hours. I guess this ending I get should probably be the last one for the stream. Probably.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
This is for you, narrator.
Thanks, Dad.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets. The keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Kill Supreme.
Hey, I was just gonna punch it in. Thank you for skipping it for me. Just a contrarian. At least it's good to be a contrarian, countering negative opinions, I guess.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Mind control facility.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold?
I know for a
Stanley
fact
thought
that there
to
are
himself.
definitely lots
Did
of
he have
trash
the strength
isekai out
to
there.
Find out.
I've heard of many of them. There's a way you can fall off, okay. I just need to figure out what it is. You gotta find it. I assume it's not crouching around stuff, but it's kinda hard. I'll do my best. One thought is somehow getting on top of like a box or something and then getting onto a desk, but that probably ain't gonna happen, at least not over here. Okay, whoa! Yes!
Aha! You've made it to the bottom of the mind control facility. Welcome.
We got
You
to the
see,
bottom of
back
it.
when the Stanley Parable first launched in 2013, Getting to the bottom of the mind control facility was a bug.
And now
that we
it's a
simply didn't catch
feature.
during development. And you all sent us lots of photos of it on Twitter and acted very superior about it. And you're all very, very clever. Good for you. Anyway, when it came time to update the game, we knew that we had to do something about this.
So you
little
added an
goof
ending,
of ours.
yes.
So here you go. New content. You can call it the
I ended up doing the
bottom
new
of
content
mind
anyway.
Control room ending, if that enhances your perception of the value of these updates.
It
Isn't
does.
that what you crave? New content?
We saw where that
Always
got
more
us.
Content, more, more. And I'm here to give it to you. I'm here to make it seem like we really covered every nook and cranny of the game.
Just
with
have like a
secret Easter
failsafe thing to
eggs.
where if you
How
die,
about
it'll give
this?
you this ending.
We wrote a new piece of music just for this section. You won't hear it
Megalovania.
anywhere else in the game. It's a secret that's just for you. That's how special you are. We call this track, Good Job You've Made It to the Bottom of the Mind Control Facility.
I can't wait to see
Well done.
that full list on like my Apple Music thing. Yatta!
Good job, you did it. Good job. 3, 2, 1. Good job, you made it to the bottom of the mind control facility. You jumped on the catwalk.
Sure did.
You should have been careful.
No, I did that
You
on
should have been
purpose.
careful. It used to be a bug, but now it's an ending.
It just
Now
works.
it's an ending. I believe in you. I believe in your ability to cross
The narrative. This is
barrier
him? Wow.
and
Dang.
chase your dreams.
He has a lot more range than I would have thought, but
Anything. Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it.
Sure did.
Good job, you
Again.
did it. Good job, you 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 did it.
yay! I should get an achievement for that one, but I didn't. Alright. Well, with a little over 2 hours under our belt, that might be a good time to call it a day. Probably. Borderlands energy. I've not played Borderlands, and yet I still can feel that it has Borderlands energy. I agree. Yeah, that good job you did it. That would be a good sound clip. Yeah, if it doesn't break the game, we won't fix it. We'll just add more to it. Oh yeah, lots more endings left. We'll hunt those down out tomorrow. So thanks everybody. It's like 3 more streams, I think. That's fair. I could see that, you know, counting the new content. If I really like the new content. Yeah. From what I saw of the new content, there was definitely a lot of goodness to that. I can't wait to see what else it has in store, the new content. But before I go, I wanted to bring up something. That, you know how Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl launched with no voice acting and everybody hated that fact, including me? Well, a couple days ago, they finally updated the game and added voice acting for all the characters. And I really appreciate them going out of their way to do that. It's still kind of lame that they can't record any new lines of dialogue and they all have to be ones they've already said before, but better than nothing. We'll be back to the war for long games, I imagine. Probably. Also did not expect Kaguya to win, or even be on the poll. Yeah, I mean, it actually tied with Jobless Reincarnation for most votes. They both got 10. So either way, no matter what, it would have been on the poll. Some people say that Jobless Reincarnation would have stomped it, which maybe, but still. It's the Smash Bros. Ripoff. Correct. It is. Both Nickelodeon characters. Some of the voice actors are probably long quit by now. A lot of them. Yeah, but they actually got the majority of the original voice actors back. Which is actually pretty cool. Yeah, it got 10 on the initial voting part of it. It got way more than that on the actual poll, but it would have won like 80%, maybe. No. I meant like it got 10 votes on the initial Discord portion. It got way more than that on the Patreon one. Like there were like 48-ish votes total on the Patreon one. Not everybody on Patreon participated, of course. Yeah, see, like 50 people voted. It wasn't everybody. I never once had every patron participate. Some just stay out of it. Yeah, I voted for Kaguya. I figured as much. Yeah, besides that Nick All-Star Brawl stuff that I wanted to bring up because I thought it was cool that they brought back so many original voice actors. So you don't want JoJo to win. Dang. I cast my own vote for JoJo just because it felt like the underdog in that poll, but still. Just like America, only about half actually vote. Because the other half just don't care, and will just let whatever happens happen. The nature of democracy. I initially voted for Johto, and then you got spooked by Kill la Kill and swapped. Right. Because Kill la Kill was winning early on. Villain of the Week is boring, though. Does it go back to Villain of the Week in Part 4? Because I know it was Villain of the Week in Part 3, and I didn't even think that was bad. I think as far as Villain of the Week stories go, I think they executed it pretty well. Like, I don't think it's inherently bad to do a Villain of the Week as long as you do a good job of it, but it's in all the parts the anime adapted? Maybe not in Part 1, but... but Dojo 4 is like that for the most part? Yeah, probably. You say it's Villain of the Week, but done much better. And since I thought Part 3 was already done pretty good... I know, it's only like 8 episodes. And even Part 2 doesn't really follow that narrative either. Not so much. I mean, a little bit from what I can recall, but... The other 40% is really interesting, though. And that's what you gotta just hold out for, I guess. Stick with your guns that Part 1 is just kind of bad. Part 2 is pretty good. Part 3 is vastly overrated. Part 4 is good. I liked Part 1 just because of its classic vibe that it had. I could tell that the original story was written in like the 80s. And I appreciated it for that. I liked Part 2 a lot. Part 3, I thought was good for what it was, even though it was a Villain of the Week thing. It was very episodic, but still pretty fine, I guess, for the most part. And yeah, Part 2 was probably the most solid part that I've seen thus far. Just because, yeah, it doesn't have the Villain of the Week thing. Yeah, of the ones I've seen, Part 2 is my favorite. Without a doubt. Anyway, Stanley Parable has been fun so far. I've enjoyed what I've played of it, even of the new content that I stumbled into haphazardly. Notice didn't like Hamon. I guess that's fair. I was okay with it. I mean, stands are definitely more interesting than Hamon, for sure. But of course, stands are just an evolution of it, so to speak, in some ways. Yeah, I liked Hamon for what it was. It was a neat little system. Anyway, this became a JoJo discussion really quickly. That's true. Everybody was waiting for us to get to Dio when I was reacting to part 3. He pretty much stole the show once he showed up. Yeah, kind of like Nen, like Ki. It's like a lot of those other, typical power systems. Nen, Ki, Chi, all that stuff. It's not that good. I mean, it's iconic, at the very least. The memes are everywhere with that. Anyway, it's nearly 12:30. I should probably round off the stream, eat, and then I can finish the skit for the beginning of the next series. And then who knows? Maybe I'll even have time to record the first part of it. If not, I'll do it tomorrow. Thanks for the stream and chat. Good times. Yep. Thanks, James. It was definitely a lot of fun. And thank you to everybody else. Hope you all had a good time. I know that I did. And tomorrow we'll come back at the same time, the same place. We'll see what else the Stanley Parable has to offer. Back to One Piece. And you have fun with that. So once again, thanks everyone. But till we meet again, I'll see you all in the next live stream. Later. I should have played this earlier.
Hypothesis. Garbage.
It would have worked when I got stuck behind that rock, but then I got unstuck, so